Boys. Okay. I've had a couple of oaks ask me via email, weirdly enough, about what I mean when I speak about dynamic smoke. So this is a bit of a difficult one to explain, but I'll try and make it quick and easy. What dynamic smoke means is it's basically that your exhaust smoke will react according to your sound file. Now, if you look at an ESU decoder, you have a whole sound map, which is just like a flow diagram with a hell of a lot of blocks and stuff. And for each increment in acceleration or running or whatever, there is a constant point that moves along this map as you do throttle inputs from your control station. All right, so just say you go to speed step 4, the thing will jump up to maximum acceleration and then come back to drive. If you go further than that from standstill and you ram it open to maximum speed steps, it will run to maximum acceleration, stay at the top, and then come back to drive again. Obviously, just in a different block that's faster, if that makes any sense. But long story short is that dynamic smoke means your smoke gets controlled by your sound. So I write a map into the sound map, and in every block, I have a value for the smoker. Now, the smoker is a fan-driven smoker, so you couple it up that you have it on 2 auxiliaries, with the heater being on auxiliary 1 and the fan on auxiliary 2. And then you can control it, and you can control the heat and the fan speed at every block in that sound map. Okay. So the trick is now to taper that thing off, because most of the factory locomotives, when they come out, they have a smoke file that it smokes during startup, and then from there on, it just smokes. It will smoke a little bit more when you open the throttle, but you come off the throttle, it still smokes. Which is, if you know a diesel, and I grew up with him, it's not the way it is. It will smoke when you smash the throttle open, and then as soon as the turbocharger comes in and it burns the fuel, the smoke goes away. And then when you come out the throttle, there's no smoke. If you put a throttle input again, it will smoke again and then go away. All right, so you've all seen truck smoke and stuff like that. So just to show you, look, I still haven't, so I'm going to stand over here on my control. I haven't got a driver tonight. She's gone home already. It is late. Okay, so when we start up, you can hear that fan run. And then the smoke will come. So in that specific block, I taper the smoke, then it comes in as soon as the motor takes it, goes away. All right. So let's say I open this thing to speed step 3, 4. It will do this. See? And then it's clean. It barely moves. If I give it another throttle input, it will move up in the sound map, and the smoke will work accordingly. And then it tapers away as the boost comes in and it eats the fuel. And then it's clean. Now if I give it a little bit of gas, it will do it again. So there, now we sit at, I think it's speed step. I give it a little bit more. You see, then it'll, and when I close it, stops. All right. Now the beauty with this is you can get it very, very realistic. I haven't got enough space here to run, you know, at speed, but out on at the club on the layout, if you put it in drive hold, it'll keep its speed. If it's at 90 k's an hour, it'll stay there, but you can close the throttle and it mimics momentum. And then when you open it up, it just puffs. As you go past the guys watching you, the spectators, it just puffs the smoke. It looks brilliant, especially if there's 2 or 3 of them. So a typical smoke map takes me around about 12 hours to do, and a whole lot of circling. Okay, we're still going this way. Let's turn it around. Now watch the smoke. I'm going to give it a little bit more power to say speed step 10. And then it'll smoke all the time until it gets there, like that. And then when it gets there, it'll taper. You see? And then it'll go away completely. And then if I open it up again, she will smoke a hell of a lot because there's no boost. And then when the boost comes, it goes away. All right. Now, there is also a feature. I can't do it now because I haven't got enough weight behind it. If I tell it heavy load, it will actually boost the smoke. Sometimes I can do it if I give it a lot of speed steps at the same time, so it will smoke a hell of a lot. Let's do that. Maximum throttle. See that? That's maximum throttle. And then it tapers away, and here she comes. Let me just close it because before she drives everything Murtu. Okay, so that's what we mean by dynamic smoke. If I press F9, it's drive hold. I can run through the whole rev range without it moving. So this is what it'll do. That's maximum throttle, okay? Can you hear that fan as it tapers off, tapers off, tapers off? See? When it gets to maximum speed steps without me touching anything, it'll stop. There we go. So that's maximum revs now, maximum speed. Now the beauty of this is as well, it's because it's in that smoke, in that sound map. If I tap out, like I said to you now on F9, it comes through the station, a lot of people watching. It won't slow down because it sits at 90, and you open it up, it does that. And if there's 3 or 4 of them, man, what a sight. They just chuck fuel. So, yes. So in short, dynamic smoke means interactive smoke. Works with your speed and your sound. Now, this is what I want to say just as a final. I use ESU decoders for the simple reason that they are stupidly smart. I haven't even touched the bottom of the barrel with this. The stuff you can do with them is absolutely brutal. There's a couple of other features in there that, we can actually play in the sound file and change things there. Simulate the misfire, simulate the difficult startup, all that sort of things you can do. I haven't played with that, but look how nice weathered wagons look with a weathered train. And then you go, and then poof, you have a clean one, and that looks like a toy. It needs to be weathered. I'm doing this as a customer. I'm doing this tomorrow. This is one of my most beautiful wagons. This is a beautiful wagon. All right, guys. So that's basically what I mean by dynamic smoke. So now you know. All right. So I hope it's clear. If there's any questions, ask below and subscribe, dudes. There's going to be a lot of stuff happening soon, and then you can be part of the whole story as we go along. It will be nice. See you guys later. Okay, good. Bye bye.